Oh man, just give them time, man. It's just a matter of time, man, when they start telling on themselves, man. Just give them time. And they will expose their own self, and we ain't even got to do it, man. It's unbelievable, man. If you just sit back and wait, something always gonna happen. Something always gonna reveal itself, man. All you got to do is sit back and be patient. Because a lot of people say, hey, we don't need to give these people attention. But then again, we have to expose them for their lies. But in this case, somebody got caught red-handed, telling on their own self and exposing their own credibility and violating their credit. Y'all's favorite person, Mary Kay Cabot, she just exposed herself. She violated her own credit. And we're going to talk about it right after this.
What's up, K-Sap? Yeah. James Ford, that's me. Let me talk to him. Let's get it.
I'm simply ball dropping. Simply ball dropping. Chopping up these topics, man. I'm simply ball dropping. Driving coast to coast, making moves, ain't stopping. Driving coast to coast, making moves, ain't stopping. Nah.
Hey, let me put you on game. These other podcasts out here talking that shit, but ain't repping the same. It's my bro K-Sap, chopping up topics for your optics. From politics to your top picks. Tune in, you gotta watch this. Exclusive material for your radio, stereo, pumping high definition. Stop what you doing and listen. We smashing all competition. You better jump on this wave. Somebody pass me a mic, man. I got something to say.
And now, your host of the Simply Ball Dropping podcast, the man behind the mic, K-Sap.
Well, guys, you know I got something to say, man. Woo, y'all's favorite person, y'all's favorite lady, Mary Kay Cabot, man. She just can't help herself, man. And now that OTAs is over and minicamp's over for the Cleveland Browns, and there's a waiting period until they go into training camp about 5 weeks out, I think they all dried up right now, and they don't know what to talk about. But they still talking about this quarterback competition because Todd Monken told them that, look, I'm not giving y'all what y'all want. I can't make a decision because Todd Monken did say he got two potentially starting quarterbacks on his roster. So it's making it difficult for him to make a decision to name a QB1 going into training camp and set his depth chart. Now, y'all remember what happened early in the voluntary minicamps, and Deshaun Watson steps on the field, and Mary Kay Cabot made it her business. Mary Kay Cabot jumped right out there like a cabbage, all head, no ass. And Mary Kay was telling people that, hey, look, it's done deal. Slice it and dice it however you want. Deshaun Watson is quarterback one. He's head and shoulders above the competition. And Shedeur Sanders is so far behind. Do y'all remember what Mary Kay was talking about? Mary Kay put this out there. She's the one that put this out there. With my breaking news here that Deshaun Watson has taken the lead over Shedeur Sanders in the Browns quarterback competition and has the inside track to win it. I think they should declare him quarterback one ASAP and let the first team offense start to cook. There's no time to waste. And she wrote an article and she says, how Deshaun Watson emerged from voluntary minicamp with the edge over Shedeur Sanders, sources say, and has the inside track to be named QB1. Then she followed up. She put this out there to the world. I think they should declare Watson QB1 ASAP and let the first team offense start to cook. There's no time to waste. Mary Kay Cabot on Deshaun Watson being the Browns QB1 over Shedeur Sanders. And she put that on Cleveland.com, right? So now that the quarterback competition didn't go the way she thought it was going to go. Now we just caught her red-handedly telling on herself. She exposed her own self. She violated all her credit. And see, this is what Shiloh was talking about. If you're going to write some articles and put stuff out there, go off the actual factuals, not just your own opinion. And she's downright bad now. She looks bad because she just exposed herself, because every time the media availability and Todd Monken gets up there and she asks her questions about the quarterback situation, Todd Monken is reluctant to give her the answer that she wants. And she keeps asking the same question, and Todd Monken keeps shutting her down. I'm not there yet. I'm not ready to make a decision. And Todd Monken is probably thinking in the back of his mind, like, oh, Mary Kay, you the one that said Deshaun Watson is, he's the front runner. He's the leader. But Todd Monken, the Browns quarterback coach, nobody has never said that Deshaun Watson was the front runner. Where did she get that information from? So based off of her theory, she's saying the only reason why Deshaun Watson was ahead of the game and was, leading in the ball club is because he's a veteran, Pro Bowler, you know what I'm saying? Playoff potential quarterback. She went off of his tenure in the league. That's what she based it off of, saying that Deshaun Watson was ahead of Shedeur Sanders. But, all the reports out there talk about how good Shedeur Sanders looked in OTAs and in the minicamp. Now you got Mary Kay just talking, a pair of lips to say anything, and Mary Kay has just violated herself. She just exposed herself. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to play, and I want y'all to listen to what Mary Kay Cabot had to say, and y'all are not going to believe the words that are coming out of her mouth. So let's take a listen to what Mary Kay Cabot had to say.
Training camp battle is going to carry right over into, or I should say this quarterback battle is going to carry right over into training camp. Is that a good or a bad thing, I guess?
Well, I think it's the right thing. I think it's the right thing because Shedeur Sanders has come up the learning curve so well that he really has made this a bona fide competition. This is not coach speak. This is not rhetoric. We can look back to the voluntary minicamp in April, and Deshaun Watson was decidedly ahead at that point. And that is largely because he came in with an institutional knowledge of pro offenses. He seemed uniquely suited to what Todd Monken was doing. He had watched film and he was able to translate it. He was processing well. And just from the start, he was significantly ahead. And then Shedeur Sanders went to work and really narrowed the gap. And by the time he got to the end of minicamp, which he had a good 3 days of minicamp, that first day of minicamp was a good day for him. Now, we don't know exactly behind the scenes, would he have been sacked on some of those explosives or not, but he had a nice minicamp. And so I think they have no choice.
They're going to tell him
but to keep the competition going and see who will be able to separate themselves once the pads come on, the fur starts flying, and the actual competition begins. But I mean, this was all Shedeur. You have to give him credit for not being denied and saying, oh, no, you are not counting me out in this competition. And he really rallied.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to put it, Ashley. It's the right thing. Maybe it's whether it's good or bad, we'll find out. But it is kind of to that point. I think Todd Monken deciding, I'm not going to force this. We need to see more of these guys. We need to see
never
pads.
let us down. You
maybe
never let us
the point
down.
Where they need to see him in the joint practices against the Bills. I don't know, but not forcing this, I think, is the right.
Now you heard what they had to talk about, man. I had to cut it because the rhetoric that's coming out of their mouth is crazy. Now Mary Kay is walking back everything she said from the start. Now, all of a sudden, Mary Kay says, oh, hold up, pump the brakes. Shedeur Sanders is making it difficult. Shedeur Sanders has closed the gap. What gap has he closed? I mean, Todd Monken never came out and said that Deshaun Watson was the guy. Because if that was the case, he would have named Deshaun Watson QB1 when you came out with your claim early in the voluntary minicamps. He would have gave Deshaun Watson the QB1 title, and we wouldn't be talking about it. But that was your own narrative. That was your opinion that you wrote about. And everybody tried to get on the wave and on the trend about this Deshaun Watson thing. This is something that you got in motion. It's almost like you go back in the days of Skip Bayless on Cold Pizza. His whole narrative about LeBron James don't got a clutch gene or he runs from the free throw line. That was a Skip Bayless narrative. He created that. And this is what you're falling in the footsteps of a Skip Bayless, man. You're creating narratives. And when you created that narrative about Deshaun Watson should be named QB1, a lot of people ran with it, Mary. Kudos to you, Mary. A lot of people ran with that. But not I, not us, not the New Cleveland, not the New Cleveland media. Only your compadres ran with that. And then when Todd Monken came out there and kept telling y'all, I'm not there yet. And all the praises that Shedeur Sanders is getting, now you're starting to see that. Because you walk back your entire statement about Deshaun Watson being QB1. I told you guys, just sit back, be patient, and they will expose themselves. And I've always told you guys, what don't come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. And Mary Kay Cabot put herself in the rinse cycle, and it all came out. So guys, I'm going to tell you this one more time. Mary Kay Cabot just exposed herself, and she violated her own credit. I see everybody in the comments section, #salute. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. Oh yeah, just in case I forgot. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Might not be for you, but it might be for them. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.